Hello my friends and welcome, your Pony here, and I want to present you today the deck we get legend with this season. It's Mech Rogue, and it brought us up to top 40 EU. That was the highest we get so far, but we're probably going to try to get higher with it. Here you can see the deck list. It's like pretty interesting because there are some things you wouldn't expect like that. So we're going to start from top to bottom and with the standard stuff. So we've double backstab, yeah, Blade Flurry, one only, double eviscerate, and then you start with the max. Okay, you got double neutron, Thalness to empower your backstab and your blade flurries, and the goblin auto barber twice because that is your only buff, as you might see, for the blade flurry. So the goblin auto barber is the thing you want to play before your blade flurry in the end. So, and why only one blade? Why only the goblin auto barbers and no deadly poison? Well, you got the bomb lobbers, for example, on turn 5, and let's go through the minions you want to kill. So there are bomb lobber. You have a shield man at 5 HP. You have an agent of lore 5 HP. You have a the druid of the claw 6 HP. That means auto barber plus bomb lobber, for example. So you can kill everything that has some like 5 HP with one attack weapon or 2 attack weapon together with a bomb lobber. So, and for example, Lithap, normal 1 attack weapon, bomb lobber. You don't need 3 attack weapons in the end. And if you face against Hunter or Zoo, they have 2 HP. Or they have freaking 1 HP. So Blade Flurry, Thalness, Blade Flurry, and Neutron, Thalness, Fan of Knives is enough. You don't need the deadly poison for the power bursts. And the good thing is, you get also the minion control. So you have the Neutrons into Iron Sensei, for example, BGH one in if you get to the late game. There's the SI7 agent, 1 Arcane Nullifier. Arcane Nullifier are pretty interesting. I mean, if you like turn 5 go, turn 6, I mean Arcane Nullifier, to 7 it is, sorry. Arcane Nullifier into Iron Sensei. You're going to have a 4/7 minion, which is only able to get silenced from a minion. And if there's no silence, 4/7 you have to hit down with weapon or minions. The key part in the end is Trade Prince Galwix too. You get that guy, and he's taking so much tempo. You play that against Druid, so you have like turn 2, 3, 4, 5 minions, you out-control him, you have like 2, 3 minions on the board, and then BAM! You add Trade Prince Galwix on top of it, and you have 2 minions in front of him, or 3, and he cannot play Swipe, he cannot play Force of Nature, for example. He can go Row and Execute, he could go Cruel Taskmaster Execute, but then he even gives you an Execute, and with the Execute, you can definitely kill away some Grimace, Alex Strazas, whatever. There's Dr. Boom and Ragnaros in the end as the finishers, and always at the sprint, pretty great in control matchups if you need the card draw. So that is how the deck is looking, and we're going to go over to some mulligans to just show you how to go against aggro. How are you going to play against, what are you going to mulligan against more the control-y matchups? I can tell you there are some pretty interesting decisions to take. The deck is absolutely great. It is, let's see. The deck does great against Shaman. The deck does great against Warlock, Zoo, most likely. Against the Handlock, it works, but not that great. Druid is really creepy matchup. If you go first and he has Wild Growth, it's okay. If you go second and he has Wild Growth, you get screwed most likely. Voria is okay, you just have to mulligan there, right? For example, for your 4 drops and play that perfectly. But Voria is definitely beatable. Paladin is always hardcore, so that's quite annoying. Other rogues you beat most likely. We forget mages. Well, if you get your early stuff over his early stuff, you can definitely out-control him. You have the Blade Flurry for the clears, and you always have the backstabs SI7 agents, which he doesn't have. So it's really good against everything almost, and well, Rush, if Rush has the perfect draw and you don't have the answers, you lose most likely. But that's always happening. So let's go to some mulligans and then over to some games to see what's going to happen there. Mulligan vs. Warrior is pretty interesting. You want to have the Armor Smiths, like you want to start with turn 4 minions to kill the Armor Smiths and the Acolytes of Pain. Like no early stuff is preferred, that's why we drop everything. We get the Neutron, Sensei, and the Goblin Auto Barber, plus SI7 agent. It's okay. You can definitely dominate early game with that. There we go, versus a Warlock. If it's Zoo or Hand, it doesn't matter. You're not going to start with Mech Warper, Goblin, Autobarber, and Arc Sensei. That would be good if it's Handlock, but you never know. You're also going to drop the Mech Warper. You want to have Backstab, SI7 Agent, Fan of Knives, Neutron, something like that. Early game that helps you fight against the Zoo Cancer. And look at that, Backstab, Fan of Knives, and Neutron against Zoo, just perfect. You can definitely fight really good against their aggression. With a Power Shredder also, if it's Handlock. Great. Against Malfurion, against the Druid, you really want to have in the early game like You want to have the Neutron Sensei, stuff like that. They're Mech Warper. This time, I'm actually thinking about keep the Blood Mage and the Eviscerate because it's a dead Senjin Shield Master. You can just keep that and hope you get something awesome. I mean, you get an Neutron additionally, so with that, you can definitely build up an early board. And also, the next card you're going to draw is really crucial. Piloted Shredder. What we're gonna mulligan there against Paladin. Goblin Auto Barber is pretty cool in the early game, but you kind of need to drop everything, and you need to hope for a Fan of Knives in early game. If you don't get your Fan of Knives or Blade Flurry in early game against this, you might just die to the Unleash the Sylvan Recruits, must start for battle, into Quartermaster. So what's 100% needed is just plain and simple going for Fan of Knives or the Blade Flurry. I mean, it's also helpful if you get early out the Neutron into Iron Sensei, for example. The coin gets capped for the SI7 agent. Guess that's an obvious one. There's some Knife Juggler. Well, if he plays Knife Juggler like that, guess what? Must start for Battler, right? So we coin SI. That's like the usual answer to that. And that, like, you know, turn 3, he will probably muster for battle now. No! That's great. That's great! No muster. Perfect for you. You're gonna drop the Neutron. No Iron Sensei without protection against Paladin. He just plays a True Server Champion and you get direct. So you definitely need to play like that. Okay. That hits my face. That Knife Juggle, obviously. You. Pleasure to work together with you. And well, I guess I wanted to play a Thelnis for card draw right there. If he gets baited into using a Consecration for this, it would be okay, since he doesn't play one minion, and you can start to gain the minion control. So if he already goes for one Consecration here, I think it would be okay. And you can trade in your 1 HP minions. Yeah, there's Consecration, but there's not more coming. Consecration? No. Correct. And we get double Iron Sensei. That makes everything really interesting. We can go for the Piloted Shredder, as I said. He has a turn 6 move, but for Paladin, turn 6, like always, yeah, what are we gonna see now? Sunwalker, Belcher, stuff like that. The good thing is, double Iron Sensei. We could play Iron Sensei into Iron Sensei, just buffing each other up if we sacrifice the Piloted Shredder. The problem about that is, he just plays a True Server Champion and starts chopping him into pieces. Never great. His own Piloted Shredder.
Reporting for duty.
So this is most likely going to die. The outside. No. This is most likely going to die, and we take 4 damage. Damage doesn't matter that much. He gets the charge Murloc.
This guy's toast.
Kill that one. And we trade him in. And then you add the Iron Sensei on top. And we have a 6-4, 3-3, 2-2. Like, in the end, you get like 7 damage on the board. Probably True Server Champion. No Sylvanas. We're gonna go free king. Well, there are like 2 options when this happens. You either trade in all your stuff. Well, that was pretty annoying. I didn't want to have the 8-6 there. So you either trade in all your stuff, or you play more stuff. So the thing is, he could now Equality Consecrate or Equality Wipe Pyromancer. The board is clear, and he gets whatever remains is there. Then it happens. Couldn't have done anything against it. Okay? Equality Consecrate, we get screwed completely. Zero Champion. Can kill the Iron Sensei. He's probably gonna run his Sylvanas into Kaboom, I would say. Iron Big Owl. Okay. Now it runs it in Dr. Boom. The thing is now, he's probably gonna get a bomb. Or the Dr. Boom. But that is in the end. That doesn't matter at all.
Reporting for duty.
Now we're gonna deal some damage, right? You go dagger, up, face, palm, whirlwind, rape, and then we deal good damage to the face. Bring him down to 2, and well, he cannot just concentrate here. That could be his death. Concentrates, they survive anyways, those 2. He might heal up by 2, but he's down to 2 damage. So this is just perfect. He could take with Sylvanas 1 minion of us. That didn't matter, because we had the counter, like we had the damage to win the game. If he had the equality consecrate, I mean, he already played a consecration. He could have had simply equality while Pyromancer, for example, where the clears, but then the whole board is clear. That would be okay. I think it was definitely okay to play it like that. He's gonna kill the Pallid Shredder. He cannot kill the Pallid Shredder. I was just like, hey, he's gonna kill the Pallid Shredder. No, that's not going to happen. So he has to kill that, and I can go Pam. I just win. Whatever he does, well played. First game. There we go. Versus a Shaman. Shaman is really tricky to play against. I think we're gonna start with 1 Annoyatron and see what we can get additionally. Auto Barber is definitely okay to have. Probably followed up by Annoyatron, Goblin, and we have the Sprint. So this is okay. Against Shaman, you always want to have like a Backstab SI, stuff like that early game. Your Iron Sensei and the Annoyatron moves might not prove that useful in the beginning, simply due to the Lightning Storm, Earthshock, stuff like that. So they're going to be turn 1 Zombie Shot. So we could go for our Iron Sensei, or we just start hitting him. I mean, I can hit him once. I can play the Auto Barber and kill him. That would have taken me 6 damage. In the end, I would take 2 damage. Yeah, 1 damage too much. Okay, we're okay with that, like I said. We're gonna go for the Auto Barber, kill him, and then I just took some damage too much. 1 damage. Absolutely okay. Turn 4 can be a Pallid Shredder. The only annoying thing is Flame Tank Totem now. No Flame Tank. That's a bit surprising, I have to say, that he really went for the beasts. Play the Pallid Shredder. Well, he's gonna lose one. The thing is, we have Thalnis. If we would get a Fan of Knives, that would be great for the clearing purpose. Especially if he drops a Flame Tank Totem between this now. I would love to get Inviscerate, for example. There's an Earthshock and trade. Point crack. Point flame tongue. As I said, now we're screwed. So I don't get an eviscerate pretty fast, Fan of Knives or whatever. We're just in big time trouble.
Portals online.
Let's see what we can do. I mean, if I get a Fan of Knives, I just fan trade. That would be great. Or a Blade Flurry would be equivalent good. So he might have a 1 damage totem. He can trade if he wants to, but then there's still a line. There's a Fan of Knives, better late than never, I want to say, but this is probably too late already. I mean, look at my HP, we're down to 13 and it's against Shaman. The only good thing is it's 4 mana for him, and we can drop Dr. Boom next turn. Just strongly depends on what his plays are from now on. Being down to 13 already is just disastrous. Disastrous. There we go, down to 13.
I wonder.
I mean, as long as there's no taunter, we feel quite good. And we need to get that Flame Tongue Totem killed pretty ASAP.
My shield for Argus.
Well, That gets my friend killed. But we also have the opportunity to get Dr. Boom out. So we feel quite well with this. If he has no counter Dr. Boom, then things just get nasty. The good thing is we have the Trade Prince Galwick, so we can play that next turn and get his Hexes, for example. So Mana Tide Totem into no Hex. Interesting. Oh wow, someone's trying to swarm the board with his shit. Someone wants to win the game really fast. We play that. We go for this. Auto Barber. I add the Arcane Nullifier. Definitely trade into the totem. And we're just gonna try to kill some stuff here. Yeah, that wasn't good. That wasn't good at all. I really didn't want to trigger those minions. I needed my Arcane Nullifier to like not get killed from this. And if he has a Flame Tank Totem now, exactly the opposite thing is going to happen. And right now, he's still going to survive. If he has a Fire Elemental, that's exactly what we're talking about. That's quite uncool. There's a Hex, okay. Next Taunter. Earth Spirits again. Well, a Blade Flurry now would prove... Blade Flurry? Kill that guy, we Bomb Blobber, and we go. I really don't want to lose my Arcane Nullifier there, I have to say. He might have Alakir in his hand, so we have to keep the Arcane Nullifier like that. I might have played this slightly different, with losing the Auto Barber or getting him down, but like 4 HP is out of the Lightning Storm range, normal Lightning Storm. He would need an Empowered Lightning Storm to get through that. The Bomb Blobber could prove dangerous for me. We had the Trade Prince Galwix next turn probably into the Pilot Shredder, so this is quite strong. Gonna be a really interesting move. It depends on what he drops on the board now. We might have to actually go for the sprint there. Temtem Totem. Okay. Gonna add Trade Prince, that. I'm not sure we tried their last move, but the game started really hardcore, and we're still in. We're still going. So we get 3, 5, we get 5, we get 8, we get 13, 17, we get 21 right there. Okay, they're gonna go Lightning Storm. He's gonna Lightning Storm me, right? That has to be Lightning Storm. Okay, we win. That was a pretty hardcore match against the Shaman. We play against the Mage, and we go for the Mech Warper. We need to drop the other stuff, hope for backstabs, as like 7 Agent. Definitely not hope for that.
The pleasure
This is like really sad. Neutron. Okay, Neutron is a goodie, but if he is Mech Mage and he has the coin also, he could definitely capitalize up on that pretty fast and pretty great. Start with the Warper thing. We can at least go for a Weapon Up Auto Barber or Weapon Up a Neutron. He has a Mech Warper himself into coin, and they're going to be a Neutron or not.
Powering up. Portals online.
Sometimes those things. Play the Auto Barber to treat. I can play my Fan of Knives next turn to get that wrecked, but he can play a 3-cost Mech for 1 now. He can play a 4-cost Mech for 2. So there could be a 3-cost Mech and another Annoytron just for 0. And a Spider Tank. Let's see if there's more. There's more, right? Well, the good thing in the end is, again, Fan of Knives. That wrecked so far. Backstab. And we can trade. So at least the board is empty. We have a Bomb Blobber, whatever he plays, turn 4. Toss a Yeti. We have another Annoytron, which is great. And we killed his complete. There's a Blast Mage without any value. Imagine he would have gotten that out with value. And we can just Bomb Blobber it. Sorry. There are 3 cards. He's turn 5. There's a Belcher. This is quite annoying that he actually has a Belcher. But, well, what to do against that? Just drop stuff on the board to trade that next turn. We have the BGH, so in case there's Dr. Boom coming turn 7, we have the counter. We have our own turn 8. And, well, he can ping trade. And then we just trade back. And also there's the Auto Barber for value. There's a Jeeves. Yeah, Jeeves is just gonna get Jeeves killed. In the end, we need to get Jeeves killed. Quite unfortunate that we have to trade our minion in, but Jeeves dead is Jeeves dead, I'd say. Oh wow, that's crazy. That is crazy. So he drew 1 damn card out of his Jeeves, which is okay. The Bomb Blobber, well, sadly hit the wrong minion. I was entirely sure he's gonna hit the Slush Belcher. It was like not even like, okay, he could hit something else. No, he's just gonna hit the Slush Belcher. Mana Worm into Frostbolt, I guess. If he pings my Bomb Blobber, he has a Blizzard, I would say. We're gonna play the Sky Golem. Raid. Minion. Base. Why didn't I play the Ragnaros? In case he goes like 1, 2, 3 minions, I prefer to have another trader out and then go for the Ragnaros, for example. There's a polymorph, and look at that. He polymorphs my my sheep. He polymorphs my Pala Sky Golem. And we don't care about that because we have the Ragnaros follow-up, so that's quite great. Sorry again. Don't wonder about the amount of BM in this matchup, but our friend here, we met him already today, and he was like behaving really douchebaggy against us, and that didn't feel good. So this is a spare part, this is a spare part, and that might be whatever, but we took away his early control, and if he's not getting something super annoying, strong, we win this. Nice! That was pretty great. Even though he had one of the perfect starts, we managed to pull this around. We're done with the deck. I hope you liked it, my friends. It's pretty amazing. This deck got us, as I said, to top 40 legend. I hope you liked the videos so far. And, well, please comment, rate if you want to see something different, if like my explanations should be some in-depth, more in some direction. So if you have any suggestions, feel free to shoot them at me. I would be more than happy to get some feedback. Big thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Check out my other videos too. They're pretty great. I also drop by on my live stream. Hope to see you. The schedule is in the info section below. You can just see there when we're streaming. I would say peace, love, and bear hugs, my friends. Have a wonderful time.